Hello and welcome to today's edition of Tech for Experts and Authors. My name's Chet Davis, otherwise known as your technology tutor. Delighted to spend a few minutes with you this and every weekday morning, 6:45 a.m. Pacific Time, 9:45 Eastern, as we look at different ways to help you maximize the potential in today's technology tools. Today and every Friday, I want to share with you an application, a piece of software, or a website that I find particularly helpful and useful to help me maximize my tech potential. And today is an application, an affordable, inexpensive, I think it's $4.99 US, that allows me to see what the heck is on my hard drive. So we're talking specifically about computers, not your iPad, your iPhone, other mobile devices, but a computer. And the software I'm showing you today is specific to the Apple Macintosh computer. That's my dominant computer, though I do have a Windows computer as well. In the show notes for today, I will go ahead and post some similar applications on the Windows platform. But let me share with my friends who are using an Apple Macintosh computer what this looks like. So what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and show you my desktop here. And let's go ahead to full view. The application is called Space Gremlin. Space Gremlin. It sounds like one of the computer games I used to play at the arcade in the 70s, and I'm dating myself, but there you go. Space Gremlin, again, is $4.99 US, and it is one of the best $5 I've spent on my technology. A lot of times folks come to me and say, hey, my hard drive's full, or how do I know what I have on my hard drive? There is an easy way. Just to do a quick check. But if you want an in-depth check, and by the way, I'll show you that easy way in an upcoming episode. Let's do that next week. But the Space Gremlin lets you look inside your hard drive and shows you, because a lot of the other quick ways shows, well, you have 40 gigabytes of videos and 20 gigabytes of documents and 12 gigabytes of audio or music. This lets you get in and see specific files, even down to the folder level. The thing that I like about it is it has a graphical representation. So this is my internal hard drive on my MacBook Pro. And you can see what I like about it is it's broken down into kind of applications. The big purple area is users. And you may know the way that Mac is set up, and Windows to some degree as well, is you can have different users or different logins available. So the purple is all me. My login, Chet Davis. If you look on the right side of the screen, you see the blue is applications, and then the brown is this video project. And you can see as I hover over that, see how much space it takes up. Right away it's telling me 8.8 gigabytes, almost 9 gigabytes of data, which is pretty substantial. But for video is one of those memory hogs. It likes to eat up lots of stuff. In the upper right corner, see this big black area? That's the free space. So my hard drive, my internal hard drive right now, has 35 gigabytes of available or totally free space that I could save additional data in. Now, it is advantageous, by the way, to always leave what we call some headroom, some extra space on your internal hard drive when you're working on a computer. You never want to max it out. You don't want to be like you're going on a vacation and you jam all the stuff in the suitcase and you have somebody sit on top of the suitcase to close it. Don't want to do that with your hard drive. Always leave a little breathing room, because the computer needs some room to write data onto your hard drive. And you never know when you want to save that file and you don't want to have too full. But let me show you how I would use this. So as I hover over, you have groups too. See this? Music is 15.1 gigabytes, and it says, okay, iTunes media is 14 gigabytes, and then you can dial into the different files and the different folders. So it's very helpful. What helps me when I'm using this application is I'm like, oh my gosh, I had no idea I still have that on my hard drive. I want to get rid of that. So let's come down here in the downloads folder. So this is all stuff I've downloaded. A lot of people are really surprised that, really, I've downloaded this information? So let's come down here. There's a webinar, okay? 5.58 megabytes of data, about a half a gigabyte of data that I don't need anymore. So I can right click on that, or on a Mac, control click, and you can see I have options. I can compress the folder so it squeezes it into a smaller space if you want to keep it, but I want to move it to the trash. So we go ahead and click Move to Trash, and now it moves that document in the trash. Now you need to empty the trash as well, and then I get back a half a gigabyte or a little more than 500 megabytes of data on my hard drive. So again, I find this a very, very helpful way. There's some videos I did Southeast Asia. Now these are raw videos right off the camera that I haven't edited yet from a family vacation. But it's very helpful, easy way to graphically represent information on your hard drive. You can also go ahead and click here. So you can click and it will show you more information. So you can go into the specific folders. And at the top of the screen, you see what we call breadcrumbs. Now in technology, breadcrumbs, it's kind of like Hansel and Gretel finding your way home in the forest, right? So a breadcrumb allows you to go back a step. So I can go back to the big folder here. I can go back to my desktop folder. I can even go back to me as an end user or back to my internal hard drive. So those breadcrumbs on the top kind of let you go back and forth. Again, the application is called Space Gremlin. $4.99 US in the App Store. So go into the Mac App Store. You can also download it from their website directly in the Pro mode, but I do recommend when you're downloading software for your Mac computer that you definitely want to stay in the App Store. Those apps are kind of identified, they're cleaned, they're more likely to be virus free and give you less issues downloading it from some other third-party website. All right, well, so that's it for today's edition of Tech for Experts and Authors. Let's go ahead and transition to our slide here. And I look forward to working with you again next week and get this out of the way here. And so next week, we're going to start the week on Monday looking specifically at 3 tips, 3 things that really mess up your email. If you're using email for business, and a lot of folks still are, even with all the other technology applications out there, if you're using technology for, specifically for your business, whether you're an expert, an author, maybe there's some other kind of business you're involved in, you definitely want to be aware of these 3 snafus, and we're going to hit those Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as we focus on more successful email for you and your business. Chet Davis saying, thanks for joining me today. Be sure and like today's episode if you're on Facebook. If you're seeing this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you'll be sure and receive the next edition of Tech for Experts and Authors. Have a great rest of the day.